Good morning, Bruce.
Good morning. I'm sorry, I was holding back a laugh. I was just having
What a beautiful
I was
day.
just having a silly thought. Yes,
Yeah,
thank you.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
What
you're
a
allowed to have those, you
yes,
know.
yes. I encourage everybody out there listening, have a silly moment. They're
Yes,
wonderful.
yes.
So I was trying to just wait in silence just to get that moment of a hot mic being ready to listen to all our listeners. I
Well,
wanted to
you
make
know,
sure.
laughter is one of the best medicines
It
that we
is.
have.
It is. And it's a good ab workout.
Oh, that's true.
It makes
Yeah,
you actually
yeah.
flex your abdominal muscles,
And
which
it cleans your tear ducts
it's so good for you. Yeah.
when you have
Yeah.
that kind of laugh till you
Oh,
cry
yeah.
kind of thing.
But yeah, today is an amazing day and we are having a lot of fun and it's really awesome to be here doing this song. It's just, I feel very lucky. This is a request.
This is a request, and you can send your requests to
lyricalwisdomshow@gmail.com. That's lyricalwisdomshow@gmail.com. Or you can send them to 99classicrock@gmail.com. That's 99classicrock@gmail.com.
And we would like to remind you all, if you have not yet, please go on our YouTube channel, Lyrical Wisdom,
Yes.
and subscribe.
Yes. We love doing this. It would be awesome to have the ability to build our community. You guys are a wonderful community to be a part of. And if you like us, if you subscribe to us, this really helps us branch out and basically network out there in the interweb. Yeah. On all those
Yes.
places like Space Time and Face Place, you know. No, but
Nothing beats this,
Yeah.
live radio.
the real deal. But
Thank you, Ryan.
Yeah, we love doing this, and we really enjoy the requests. We love the fact that people can go and see those episodes online. It's amazing. So please keep sending the requests in because we are amazed. They're coming in from everywhere.
Yes, and today we have one from
Cowboy. It's
Buckhead.
Cowboy of Buckhead. Yes. Trail of Tears by Testament. And thank you, Cowboy. We really, really appreciate this request. Thank you so much. I'm going to dive right in.
Yes.
This is a really incredible song. Trail of Tears by Testament. See the sun as the day is done. Life is of the broken ones. Some will stray as time will come. All their lives they live it well, red man proud and giving hell. Some stand and shining tall. Can you hear them call? See the sun as it's setting still. Tears fall from a warrior. Damn those who I feel. Set a trail to the promised land, mother and child holding hand in hand. Through the snow or through the sands, all across the land. Full moons rising from the sky, a warrior's riding, you ride with the wind. So far away, the spirits will guide you. No more sorrow. Don't look back, your freedom will follow. You flying so free. Can't you see? On the trail of tears. Full moons rising from the sky, a warrior's riding, you ride with the wind. So far away, the spirits will guide you. No more sorrow. Don't look back. Your freedom will follow. You flying so free. Can't you see? On the trail of tears. Wow.
Yes, this is a powerful song. Within it is all that life is. It is the moving from that point of what some people call no return.
Yes.
From like,
yes.
The bottom to knowing who you really are.
Yes.
And not allowing society and, the environment, the things around you
Yes.
to hold you back.
Absolutely.
To be able to transmute all that has been.
Yes.
And to be.
Yes, I was going to say, and yet to come. Yes. Yes. I love that. That is so perfect, Donna. Thank you. I agree. I see the first line, see the sun as the day is done. And the setting sun it's a metaphor. It is a literal example of something coming to a closure.
Correct.
The ending.
See the sun. In other words, when the sun sets, the day is done.
Mm-hmm.
And when you can let go of all that happened on that day,
Yes.
then the day that follows becomes a brand new day.
Brand new day that is so unknown, if you will.
Right.
You have no expectations to the possibilities are endless.
Yes. So see the sun as the day is done. Okay. I'm just telling all of you out there in Radio Land to see the sun as the day is done, because life is of the broken ones.
Yes.
I do understand this because I know as a human being, we do tend to dwell upon our things, that we could have done better.
Yeah.
The things we did wrong, the things that were wrong to us. We see things as like the whole day, this happened and this happened and this happened to me.
Yes.
And I just want to remind everybody, if one can see and understand that nothing happens to you, everything happens for you.
Yes.
Then the growth and transformation and beauty of you can unfold.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Hooray.
Because I believe that no one is broken.
Nobody's broken. I agree.
We are all perfect light beings of our Creator.
Yes.
We are all in our brokenness. We still are perfection.
Yes, I was just thinking that.
And that is the key to understand that, I'm human. I'm going to stumble. I'm going to fall. I'm going to do silly, stupid things. And I can forgive myself.
Absolutely. Because then we can transmute those feelings that we may have of what, maybe we didn't win the lottery that day. Okay. Well, that, I can take that disappointment and transmute it into a wonderful hope of maybe tomorrow, And so I think that's a beautiful way.
And so the big question is, you didn't win the lottery. Okay. So I get home from work and my house has been robbed, totally trashed, everything taken that is of value. Can I still begin to overcome that? That's the question.
Well,
right?
I think so. And I could turn that into a moment of positivity. However, I know a lot of people might think, no, I don't think that sounds like something I could feel positive about there, Bruce. But I do. I think that in a way, the material possessions that we have that are taken from us, whether it is a natural disaster, fire, or theft, those are obviously things that we didn't need.
Yes. And that is, I think, kind of like the essence of this song, understanding that life is what you make it. Some will stray as time will come.
Yes.
I love that
Yes.
time will come.
Yes.
Not that time goes.
Yes.
Does that make sense?
Yes, it does.
Because time is something we create. We created this linear beingness of time.
Yes, we did.
And so as time comes, some will stray, meaning they won't understand. They'll still be stuck in that place of this happened to me, this happened to me, this happened to me.
Yes.
And I'm broken.
Yeah. Well, and, there is a way of looking at broken ones, because I've heard that the wounded warrior is sometimes the way a shaman might be described, because they have an ability to identify with the wounds and identify with what somebody maybe needs to help them heal. But at the same time, that really resonates with me. Some will stray as time will come, as we, move past our physical or three-dimensional constraints, if you will.
Right.
The things that we're realizing, like we made time, so why don't we just say cancel on that? It's time to transmute that. Time is what I make it. This is what I make my life to be.
Yes, all their lives they live it well.
Yeah.
And I love this line, red man proud and giving hell. Some stand and shining tall. Can you hear them call?
I love that. It's the ancient ones calling from the past and being able to listen.
And saying, be who you are.
Yes.
Know who you are.
Yes.
We all come from this beautiful place that we call Gaia, that we call Earth. And we all are Earth.
Yes.
And yes, there are many things that have happened that are unspeakable. When you really think about them in a human way, they break your heart.
They do.
I mean, it breaks my heart whenever I think of the Trail of Tears. It really does. It breaks my heart.
It is.
And knowing that they have the courage and strength to stand up and say, we're still here.
Yes.
And now I believe that many people are understanding that their way of being, their way of living, standing tall and shining and understanding their connection to Earth, are coming back to us.
Yes.
We are hearing their call.
We are hearing their call.
Sure.
And they are giving us hell by making sure that we hear their call. And I think of that as, it's that kind of encouraging phrase that somebody might say to somebody when somebody's going up to speak in front of a large group of people. They might give them that encouraging, give them hell, like say, basically be yourself, be strong, be within your power, and acknowledge that you are and can be love, and you can give them hell with all that love that you can shine right back to the earth. And that, some people might think of, well, the word hell doesn't make me think of it that way, but this is, I believe, red man pounded giving hell. I couldn't think of a more encouraging
it's them
thought.
Standing in their power, their knowingness, their wisdom. Yes.
Yeah.
See the sun as it's setting still. Tears fall from a warrior. Damn those who I feel.
Wow. Those tears falling from a warrior, it is, to me, in certain ways, you could see it in this song as see the sun as it's setting still, tears fall from a warrior. A warrior in this case sounds like someone who is so strong, durable, and has stood the test of time. And their tears that they're falling are of the beauty of that sun as it's setting still and seeing that shining light.
Well, that, and for me, I see it as Forgive them. They know not what they do. In other words, the red man warrior, those tears that are falling as they watch the sun, in that moment, it's stillness.
Yes.
It's just sitting still, setting still, and damn those who I feel. In other words, I'm taking on all of your, you're not seeing what I'm seeing.
Yes.
You're, pushing against things that not, your silliness, do you understand
Yes.
I hope you all understand what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, it's the pushback.
But I do. I see the warrior just crying, feeling the emotion of having everything, land, home taken away.
Yes.
And saying, do you know what you're doing?
Right. Yeah.
In other words, the energy that you're in while you're doing this, I am feeling, and it's breaking my heart.
Yes.
It's causing me to cry.
And those tears are tears that are, if I could repurpose the phrase in its own way, but they are tears that are damning those who the warrior feels, because the warrior feels that from those who
he takes on all of everyone else's pain and frustration and negativity, and he transmutes it.
The warrior could be in this song in a way that I didn't expect myself to go until right now. The warrior could be Jesus.
Well, yeah, he was one. Yes.
Yes.
And this is, I'm thinking the shaman you were talking about.
Yes.
I mean, in the Trail of Tears, every indigenous nation, shamans were their medicine man, their Jesus. You know what I'm saying? It's they're the ones that helped and healed and transmuted things for them. So yes, definitely. Set a trail to the promised land. Mother and child holding hand in hand through the snow or through the sands. So right now, this is just a description all across the land.
Yes.
And we're just talking Turtle Island here, I believe.
No, I believe you're right.
And because as far as I know, Canada and all of those other, Australia, every other country, their indigenous are still intact.
Yes.
They were not driven from their homelands.
No, they weren't.
Like Turtle Island was. So right now, we're talking about, just the United States, I believe.
No, I believe it too.
All across the land, the U.S.
And it's funny because as you mentioned that, when you were reading this, it almost made me think of like a movie. I remember the Indiana Jones movies where they would show the map and the plane flying to certain points on the map, and you would watch it as it traveled and listen to music, and that kind of became kind of a filler, if you will. But this isn't a filler. It's just to set the setting for us listening to see the trail that they're moving to the promised land. Mother and child holding hand in hand through the snow, through the sands, through...
Many of them, they had bare feet.
Yes.
Can you just take a moment and imagine having to walk through the snow in bare feet, the hot sand in bare feet?
The idea of being with others as they are trying to stay alive and work through these moments in a remarkable way. This part of the song, Set a Trail to the Promised Land, Mother and Child Holding Hand in Hand, there is a positive sound to it. even
Yes, the
though,
promised land.
yes, even though we know that, it's a difficult trail. It's the trail of tears.
It's the trail of tears.
And
Yes, and a full moon's rising from the sky, a warrior's riding. You ride with the wind, so far away the spirits will guide you. No more sorrow.
I was almost holding my breath waiting for you to say that,
Yes,
because that
yes.
line, that the no more sorrow, it seems almost to me to give this kind of final sense, like, yes, I feel a little bit of the relief. Full moon's rising from the sky, a warrior's riding. You ride with the wind at your back, helping carry that ride. And this strong warrior, riding under this full moon, so far away, with the spirits guiding him or us. And there is no more pain, no more sorrow. It sounds so beautiful. Don't look back. Your freedom will follow. You flying so free. Can't you see on the trail of tears? And that part of it almost gives me a little bit of sorrow to
Yes,
then
it really
read that,
truly
because
does. Because that's what was promised.
Yes.
They were going to the promised land.
They were,
I know y'all
yeah.
can't see my air quotes. But and riding with the wind, the spirits will guide you.
Yes, yes.
So I think what is being asked is just allow this, don't look back. Because you know how strong you are.
Yes.
You know your strength.
Yes.
You know the warrior within you, and you're being guided by spirit.
That's
and
so
you
beautiful.
know you're guided by spirit.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Can't you see?
Yes.
On the trail of tears?
Even though it's on the trail of tears, think about the power and the beauty that you truly possess within, even with, as we were saying, through the snow and through the sands, all across the land, not a short adventure. This is a long trek.
Oh, yes, it was.
And
yes.
these things that it's saying, so far away, the spirits will guide you. I also feel that the minute that it enters into these lines, because this is what it says twice now, going to the end of the song, full moon's rising from the sky, a warrior's riding, you ride with the wind. So far away, the spirits will guide you, no more sorrow. It also almost sounds like an appreciation of beings that are grateful for the opportunity to transition. And along this trail of tears, we have the power and the love within to be able to undertake this and also appreciate and be grateful for what is yet to come.
Yeah.
In that moment of releasing, our spirit will guide us to the next wonderful adventure. And we're going to ride that wind, and there is definitely going to be no more sorrow. That is a real popular one with the, moving on to the pearly gates, if I could use that phrase. Once you transition,
I do see the. Yes, it is a beautiful way of expressing death as well.
Yeah.
But it's just a crossing over.
Yes.
Because we don't die.
No.
It says your freedom will follow.
Yes.
So in other words, your spirit, your true essence, who you really are, will be set free.
Yes.
Because these human bodies are very, what's the word?
They're dense
and very binding.
Yes, I was going to say constraining. Binding is so much better.
Constraining, binding, yes.
They kind of restrict us a little bit.
Right. So this is a beautiful way of talking about, I think, it not only describes our crossing over, in other words, a human being, but I think it's also talking about the spirit of the indigenous, of those beautiful people, the red man,
yes,
who such wisdom and understanding of how to live in as one with Earth, with Gaia.
With the universe, yes.
Yes, it is also talking about their strength and their resilience.
Their beauty, yeah.
Right, of understanding that wherever they go, even on the Trail of Tears, they will find freedom because they ride with the wind.
Yes.
And they have the spirits guiding them.
Yes. And it's not just, they aren't just like the way that they describe themselves in this is a warrior's riding.
Yes.
And I love that because then it's that reference to that strength and that power. You ride with the wind.
And it also, for me, describes a way of being. Because for me, a warrior is doing.
Yes.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The word warrior means you're fighting.
Mm-hmm.
And to me, that's transmuting all the darkness within you.
Absolutely.
You're being that warrior, transmuting darkness that's on your path into light.
Absolutely. It doesn't have to be a fight between two beings. It can be playing chess. It could be, something just simple, like a simple thing that you're trying to figure out, like how to untie a knot. Because, really the warrior's strength and that ancient being of being a warrior.
I think it's a spirit. It's an energy.
It is. And
yes.
it is something that resides within all of us. And yes, don't look back. Your freedom will follow. You flying so free. Can't you see? On the Trail of Tears. And I think that's that beautiful thing, because then it repeats all of that. Full moons rising from the sky, a warrior's riding.
Yes. And you know what? There is such a beauty in what happened, because now I am seeing the whole picture and so grateful, so grateful for all of the indigenous tribes here in the United States for going through this Trail of Tears so that we now are on our own Trail of Tears.
Yes.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Yes, I do.
mean, we are understanding and crying over everything we've done to Earth, to ourselves, to each other. And their Trail of Tears has become our Trail of Tears.
Yes.
Consciousness as a whole.
Yes.
Do you understand what I'm trying to say?
Because we carry
and
that
as
weight.
We all become a warrior riding with the wind, we have spirits that will guide us.
Yes.
No more sorrow. And don't look back.
No.
That's the key, is once we transmute, it's gone.
It is.
We can let go of everything we're carrying in us, with us.
Yes.
It doesn't belong.
No.
There is only now. There is only this moment.
Yes.
And in that moment is freedom.
Yes.
Freedom. Your freedom will follow you flying so free.
Yes.
And I love the reference of the wind, because I believe that is where spirit is.
Yes.
I believe that every breath we take is a holy breath, that the wind that is all around us is spirit, is that love, that energy, that Holy Spirit.
Yes.
That is all around,
the breath
all
of
the
life.
time.
Yeah.
Yes, the breath of life. When we are born into this physicality of a body here on this physical earth, it is that first breath that brings us to life.
Wow.
If we never take that breath, we do not exist.
That's amazing. That's
I mean,
amazing. It's the truth.
it's the truth. And yes, there is a baby in the womb and it has a heartbeat, but it cannot be life without the first breath, which
We
I
need.
believe is the Holy Spirit.
I believe it.
That is what surrounds us.
I believe it. And it's interesting because the wind just carries so much.
Yeah. Yeah. Thank you so much, Calvo. Beautiful, beautiful.
Yes, thank you very much. This is just an honor to speak
Yes.
about this song.
Thank you.
I've really enjoyed it. Thank you,
Me
Donna.
too. Thank you.